What it do, what the business is. Trash talk is where the business. That doesn't even make sense. Welcome to another episode of Trash Talk with Bobby and Shyne. That's Bobby. I'm
here.
Shyne. We about to get into.
It's
I was gonna
about
do some
to
things
go
today.
down.
I was gonna do some things today. Like I was gonna take my video and like flip it upside down, and then have this whole thing like my world is completely upside down now. And you'd be like, why? And I was like, because I don't know. Up is down, down is up. Jake Paul out here beating Anderson Silva. I don't know what to do with my life no more. Decided not to because I look better from the ground up. You know what I mean? Shut up. Anyway, listen. We're going to talk about the was it impossible? Because Anderson Silva was a 2-1 underdog, so I'm not going to say he pulled off the impossible, but we all thought different than how the money was betting. And now we have a problem on our hands. You see what I did there? Did you see what I did there? Because it's Jake the problem
child.
Now we got a problem on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about UFC 281 coming up too, because I feel like that's getting swept under the rug at this point, where we're watching a 47-year-old fight a YouTube star, and it might be boxing's fight of the year.
True. I'm sure. Shit. Hey yo, I've watched my fair amount of boxing matches over this past year, and that might have been the most entertaining main event of two boxers that just box, I would say, for fun. So,
oh man, I'm just
and the biggest thing about it is Ryan Garcia came out. I said something in the news. He said that celebrity boxing can't outshine real boxing. He's urging Tank Davis to
do something.
And then you got the other fight.
No, Spence walked. I believe Spence walked away from the
Spence and Crawford.
Table.
Yeah,
Spence walked away from the negotiation table. So
yeah, it's not going to happen.
There's that.
At this point in time, it's not going to happen. So you telling me that I got Jake Paul putting on fights and actually fighting, and then we got four of the top boxers in the world who can't get anything going.
It's all kinds of stuff. No. Anyway, look, this is what I'm about to put on the screen. Are you ready for this?
Put it on now.
Are you ready for this? Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva fight results highlights the problem child outpoints Silva to remain unbeaten. That's the news on CBS Boxing. Do you know what it is above? Vasily Lomachenko fought last night.
Yeah.
Don't nobody know that. And that's wild. And he had to make a comeback there at the end to get that dub. And I was like, ask me if I saw it. Spoiler alert, I did not. But I watched this one.
Because this is very intriguing, man.
In a fight where so many excuses can be made, and we're making them now because we didn't get the result that we wanted. But the 47-year-old Anderson Silva went out there, had a couple flashes of like, okay, there go the spider. There go the spider. All right, first round he threw a total of five punches, and he caught him with one. He caught him with one. He landed two, but he caught him with one. And we like, okay, I'm with you. And then got dropped in the 8th. I was very sad to see that. So that means that Jake Joseph Paul has dropped not one, but 2 UFC champions.
3.
Ben Askren was never a UFC champion.
Oh, well, he was a champion
He
in
was
MMA.
he
though.
was a Bellator champion, one FC champion. So if you say MMA champions, he's dropped 3 MMA champions. Albeit it's boxing. Okay, I give you that. But I need you to understand that this man is putting on. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Go back and watch some of the old episodes that we got trashed out with Bobby and Shyne coming to the stage every Sunday at 9 p.m. We'll give you snippets. We'll give you clippets. You can watch it anytime on YouTube. We give it to you, and I told you this. This man is putting together the right fights at the right time, and we are all here to sit here and watch the spectacle. Whoever is in his corner putting on these fights, because it's always an instance of what? It's what? Oh, he's fighting. Let's pull up his box rec. Jake Joseph Paul. He's fighting Nate Robinson. All right, we didn't really know what was gonna happen with that, but we like, oh, it's Nate Robinson. Okay, KO. He fights Ben Askren. He ain't going to beat Ben Askren. They knew. We didn't. They knew something. We didn't. TKO. I don't think he either didn't beat the counter that way. I don't even remember. I try to get it out of my head. Then you get the split decision win over Tyron Woodley. And then, boom, slept. He slept him so hard they made every meme in the world out of this guy.
Man.
MMA champion. Hall of Famer, Tyron Woodley. Hall of Famer, Anderson Silva. But you get these progressive fights to where we're like, he's not going to beat Ben Askren. Oh, he beats Ben Askren. He's not going to beat Tyron Woodley. Split decision. Oh, yeah, it was some bullshit. Slept him. Shit. Oh, okay. Who else we got? He's not going to beat Anderson Silva. He's not. There's no way. Drops him in the 8th. Now, it'd have been cool if he'd have got a decision, but the fact that, he made Anderson Silva take a knee really makes me sad on the inside of my heart. And we're just sitting here like, damn. And guess what he gonna do next? He gonna fight Nate Diaz, and he gonna make a couple million more.
Well, I don't know if he's gonna fight Nate
Canelo
Diaz.
ain't happening.
They said that the Tommy Fury fight is still in works.
That ain't happening. He's outgrown that. Tommy Fury ain't got shit for him now.
Well, he said he's trying to. Before the fight, they said he's still trying to make that fight. Before the fight, he called Nate Diaz a bitch after the fight.
Did you see any of the videos? Nate slapped somebody in the back room.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he slapped somebody. Is in a world where we all have cameras, in a world where the Google Pixel 7 has one of the best cameras in the world, everybody there had a Nokia from 1995 with these videos that they were taking.
Well,
he slapped somebody, you can't really see it.
Here's the thing, though, with Androids, when you upload the Androids to anything,
that's pixelated. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, just because you got an iPhone, don't come over here talking that shit.
No,
it ain't
you
that.
upload any Android video
4K.
Online.
4K.
It ain't no 4K. It ain't no 4K. It goes
now,
from
just
4K
because people don't know how to use
it,
I will say the iPhone is idiot proof. The iPhone just get to you. This is how it is. Just because they didn't realize that they could upload in different qualities does not make the Android phone inferior. Let's get back to the fight. Just because
the Android
suck. It's terrible. It's a terrible phone.
The default upload is dookie quality.
720p. 720p.
Doesn't mean that you gotta talk shit about an iPhone where they understand that you need to just update or upload in the highest quality possible.
You ain't a tiger, man. You lying. Listen. Anyway, wasn't that great? So they actually got kicked out, right? Whole scene was paused. They got kicked out. So security escorted them out.
Not Nate Diaz, but Jake Paul said he left.
No. Security came and got them. He probably didn't know because he was in the back chilling. Said something about Nate Diaz tried to get in the locker room or something. I don't know. He was trying to help him hit some mitts and warm up. But so Nate Diaz and them got kicked out. So the storyline is there. And guess what? He is in only a little bit more danger than he was if he were to fight.
I don't think he's in any danger with Nate Diaz. After seeing his performance, after seeing Nate,
he looked good. He fainting?
Jake Paul go out there. He was feigning. He was doing a lot of stuff he didn't do in the previous fight. Then he was setting it up. He was going to the body, trying to wear him down. He understood that that
is
Anderson
he?
Silva probably had a gas tank and he can go the distance. He didn't even look tired after the fight. He had his body frame was a lot better. It seemed like his body was a little bit more slimmer than it was the previous fight. He understood that in that fight that he needed to be a little bit more in shape, and he just came in with a whole new. I wouldn't say new.
25.
He came in better than what he previously was in the previous fights, especially with Tyron Woodley. And it seemed like he was better prepared too. It seemed like he did his homework on Anderson Silva. He understood what to do and what not to do, and he didn't continue to do some of the stupid stuff because Anderson Silva had that hook, not hook. He had that uppercut goal.
But
he had that uppercut
here's the
goal.
thing. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Addressing stuff like that, that's where you're gonna run into a problem. So in order for him to get to where he's all like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to fight Canelo. Get out of here, son. Don't do that. Because if Canelo see it and he try and exploit it, it's a wrap. So he was getting hit with that uppercut. He ain't really got anything to address it with. When you got those young guys like that and you get hit with a couple things, they go, oh, well, I guess I need to throw some haymakers. And you could saw it, too. He's overextending and throwing hard because they can't really address that, like, oh, he found something. Now I must address what he's addressed and we just do some more stuff. Nah, he's like, all right, he hit me with something and I don't know how to stop it. So let's just throw some haymakers. They're going to address that next. He's going to be 6-0 coming to this next fight. 26 rounds fought now. He's fought 26 rounds. Bob. Jake Joseph Paul ain't going nowhere. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it makes me feel bad because I continue to watch the fights, trying to see him actually lose and just say that high moment, you ain't boxer kind of deal. But you got to give him his you got to give him his flowers.
You got to get a man his due. And he's finding his flowers the right fights. And if he fights Nate Diaz, he ain't got no power.
Nate ain't got no power.
Right, but Nate is gonna. You know what? I'm not even gonna sit there and say this, right? We do that every single time. We talk it up, like all this, that, and the other, and then it goes out there, and now we got to wake Nate Diaz up and tell him what happened. But anyway, he's got the right fights. Even if he fights Nate Diaz, right? He fights Nate Diaz. He wins against Nate Diaz. I don't even want to say it out loud, right? And he can now stand on his own with these cards, with these fights, with these pay-per-views and stuff.
I mean,
right?
He is actually, if you look at it, but go ahead.
But he's always got the right dance partner to where we are going to tune in and watch. Right? Now, do you think as many people would tune in and watch if he was fighting Tommy Fury? I get he has the Fury last name, but who cares? In all honesty, I'm saying the common fan says Jake Paul, Tommy Fury. They're like, oh, I have to be there. They say Jake Paul, Anderson Silva. We all forgot he's 47. We're like, no.
Dude, when they said he was 47, man,
that shit came back. Like, damn, he is, ain't he? You trying to remember Spider when he came out with that big ass Burger King burger on the front of his chest. That's what you was trying to remember. And so he might get to the point where he ain't fought a boxer. He fought YouTube dude, I think. Who's that first? Ali Eason.
It's a YouTube dude. It's a YouTube influencer. Dude,
NBA basketball player, and not 3 MMA fighters, but 3 MMA champions. He's going to the top of the echelon, and he's gonna be able to stand on his own. So what he's gonna do is we tune in and watch the Deontay Wilder fight, right? We didn't know his dance partner like that.
Deontay looked good. He
did. The little short right hand. We didn't know his dance partner like that, but we watched him because it's Deontay Wilder. Now we're gonna start watching because it's Jake Paul. So he could take a step back in competition. He can too. How can he not? If he beats Nate Diaz, he could take a step back and just fight legit boxers. And I don't think anybody would care. We'd still tune in for at least 1 or 2 fights. That's 7-0, 8-0, 9-0. Now he's got a record.
But Lou, I'm gonna tell you right now, one thing these UFC fighters need to do, they need to quit calling out Jake Paul. Because he specializes in one thing. As a UFC fighter, you specialize in a lot of stuff.
He
And you
gonna
gotta
change
do a
his
lot
name
of
to the
stuff.
MMA assassin.
Yeah, because I'm sick and tired of these MMA fighters coming out here. Uriah Hall did it last night. He said, if you get past Anderson Silva, I want you da 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 this
And
that and the
Anderson's
other.
a better striker than him, so that I didn't really get that.
Exactly. And I'm just sitting there looking at Uriah Hall like, hey man, you did great against Le'Veon Bell, a football player who turned boxer. That's wonderful. You're
That's
doing
wonderful.
good. You did a great job, buddy. Continue on. Continue doing what you're doing. But quit calling out these influencers or Jake Paul and then trying to get a payday. You get in there and you don't perform the way we think you should perform. We got high hopes for you, and then all of a sudden you just another notch on the belt. I don't get this. Don't be another notch on the belt.
Me looking at my hands, right? He out here knocking out all the MMA greats in boxing. I'm like, hey, did these things work? And I'm like, nah, they work.
Nah.
They work. They mine.
Man, God,
There's a lot of other ones like this one, but this one's mine.
That Nate Diaz fight is very intriguing, though, man. I want to see it, but I don't want to see Nate Diaz get beat, man, because Nate Diaz starts out slow. 8 rounds come fast.
It do. It do. You ain't
they come
never
fast. 8 rounds come fast. It'd be
You
round
ain't-
4. You done lost 3 rounds, and all of a sudden you got to fight.
Yeah, but
you
by
got to
this,
put some hands up.
what's the minimum number before you can get over 8? He might be able to fight 10 rounds now.
Shit.
No, 10 rounds is for is it upper belt or a smaller belt or something?
I don't know, but
he might be capped out at 8 rounds. Honestly.
it might be 6. But
no, this one was 8 rounds.
I know, but I'm just saying in general.
And Nate Diaz has a boxing record already. I think he's 1-0 as a boxer.
Okay. Cool.
And it doesn't really help us much.
But that was in 1992, huh?
It was a long time ago.
Just saying.
So look, okay, so where do we go from here with the old Jake Paul saga?
I mean, Jake Paul continues doing what he's doing, which he's calling out MMA greats, MMA fighters who are on their last leg to the point where they're trying to do something, make a little bit more money outside the UFC. I feel like Nate Diaz is a good opponent for Jake Paul. I can't talk about Jake Paul in the light of he's going to lose. I have to talk about him in the light that he's probably going to dominate Nate Diaz and put him to the ground in like 5 rounds. Hopefully that doesn't happen because I love Nate Diaz. I love what he stands. I love what he's about. I like the fact that this individual came to the arena looking for a fight, came in and slapped somebody in the back. Somebody called on camera, he probably slapped him too. You know what I'm saying? I like Nate Diaz for those reasons alone because he does not care. And when you get an individual that does not care and you can put that individual in the limelight, such as this, and Jake Paul is an individual that doesn't care, or we assume he doesn't care, it's just one of those things where you get one of those fights that you want to happen because you want to see somebody get knocked out, and hopefully it'd be Jake Paul. So that's the money fight right there. That's the next money fight. And then I predict, or I have an assumption that if he ever gets that Canelo fight, he goes in there, gets his ass whooped, and he retires because he probably made $30-40 million off that.
That's the peak of it right there.
That's it, man. That you went to the top, man. You know how much shit you can talk.
We made it.
I'm a 10-0 fighter.
Did you fight Canelo? Did you fight Canelo? No. He could say that right now. So you got everybody on the internet because the internet make everybody brave. I always got something to say, this, that, and the other. And you sit down and ask yourself, like, not even him. Could you beat Ben Askren in a boxing match?
Yeah, I couldn't.
Could you beat
try to put some
Tyron
hands
Woodley?
on though, but Tyron knocked my damn head off. I talk so much shit about Tyron, he'll knock my fucking head off, boy.
Could you beat Anderson Silva? And you think about it, and you like, he did all of that though. So if he beat Nate Diaz, which I full well think that may be sort of the next fight. It's got to be, right? It's got to be. Then 7-0.
He got to fight a boxer one day, man. He got to.
Yeah, and he said it himself. He said, "Shit, man, I tried to. The motherfucker wouldn't show up." I mean,
he got to fight a boxer one day, man.
He signed on the dotted line twice to fight Tommy Fury, one of the greatest boxers in the world's little brother.
Oh, I'm about to say, what the hell you talking about?
He signed on the dotted line to fight him. And
Tyson Fury can't even get a damn fight, man.
And so I'm like, well, I can't be mad at him. Tyson Fury might still be the fight, but the only problem is Tyson keep pulling out because he keep practicing more. Like, damn, he just keep getting better. I need another 6 weeks, man. Hey, tell him I can't get in the country.
Tommy gonna get his ass whooped, man. Tommy should have fought him a year ago.
He should have fought him a year ago.
Paul, it wasn't the Jake Paul that he is now, because Tommy, it's just crazy.
They gonna Makachev Tommy Fury one of these times. Not Tommy Fury, but Jake Paul one of these times, and they gonna show up and be like, yeah, we spent $1 million on this camp. We brought in every old boxer named Sonny, Freddie, Earl, or any of them.
Mike Tyson hit me 3 times. I'm
in
ready.
The gut. You think he'll fight? No, Mike said Mike ain't fighting no more. With it. Hey, fantasy fight. Would Mike Tyson have beat Anderson Silva? I don't know.
Anderson Silva looked like he was a lot faster. I feel like Mike Tyson, if he would have landed one punch, though, Mike Tyson would have laid his ass out.
Yep.
Because Anderson Silva's head movement was not as good as it needed to be, especially in this Jake Paul fight, because he was getting tagged a lot.
And guess what he has time to do now? Fix it.
Who? Jake
Paul.
Jake Paul has a lot of time to fix that uppercut
25 years old. 25 years old.
The one thing I feel like Jake Paul needs to do more of is, you know how they say fight in the telephone booth?
Yeah.
I feel like he needs to do a little bit more fighting in the telephone booth.
Hey, them gloves was nice though. I didn't think they was gonna let him have 2 different color gloves.
Yo, I like the
black
glove.
And white. He had a black and white glove.
He had a ZZZs on the right
hand. That's the one he knocked out, man.
I like that. That was nice.
And then he dropped Anderson Silva with it. And I was like, motherfucker, man, come on.
He did. He
got him. He didn't
put him to sleep, though. He didn't put him to sleep. He got a little drowsy. He going to take a nap after that fight, though.
So respect is going on his name. Logan Paul still can't fight. Logan Paul can't fight.
Hey, man, let's get off this fool, man. Let's talk about
Shout out to Logan Paul in wrestling, though. He's doing great. But Logan Paul can't fight.
That dude, Logan Paul is a G at wrestling, man. That dude is a G.
But he can't fight.
He can't fight, though.
We got, let's get that a little bit bigger. This in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Bob.
Israel Adesanya.
Alex
Pereira. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Hey, listen. Facebook, YouTube. Let me break it down to you. I'm going to look in the camera. Bobby is excited about this fight. Do you want to know how I can tell that Bobby is excited about this fight? He pronounced everyone's name correctly. Did you just say? Because if he wasn't scared, you know who would have been fighting? Alex Pereira.
Because I wouldn't give a shit about him.
Yeah, I know. He said Alex Pereira. I said, ooh, where'd you get back from the deep, deep south? You from Costa Rica, my guy?
Man.
Carla Esparza versus Weili Zhang, co-main event. Belt on the line.
I like it.
The only reason why they had to do it the way
Zhang finna beat the damn dog shit out of him. But go ahead.
Hey, Carla coming with a vengeance. She tired of y'all talking shit.
Weili finna beat the dog shit out of him.
And what's killing me though is third on the card is Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler.
Oh, that's some smoke in the city.
Except for who is it? Islam Makhachev hating ass. You hear what he said?
You
hear what he said?
What he
said, man, all these damn some of these guys need to get their black belts back.
Oh yeah, I did. I heard about that shit.
Take Dustin Poirier. Why he got a black belt? I said, damn, man. Why you do Dustin Poirier like that, man? I messed up.
I mean, he's true though. You know, it's true.
Yeah, it's not.
It's true.
Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler is gonna be some smoke in the ceiling.
Somebody getting knocked out, that one.
Frankie Edgar's on the card fighting Chris Gutierrez.
Don't give a shit about that.
Dan Hooker's on the card.
Don't give a shit about that.
Let's see. This is what make or break it, man. I have come to the conclusion that
I don't watch prelims.
the prelim main event and the fight before the prelim main event is the difference between this card being good and this card being very good, right? So you look at the prelim main event should have been Dominic Reyes versus Ryan Superman Spann. Molly Meatball McCann's on the call.
Yeah, this was in New York, ain't it?
Huh. Didn't he have a problem with the taxes or something? Well, who was mad about the taxes?
Molly wasn't mad.
That was Patty.
Patty was mad about taxes.
Patty Pimble was mad about the taxes.
Patty said, I'm not fighting anywhere that got state taxes. I ain't paying that shit.
All
ain't finna
times
take
are
that
in
out of my
Eastern
check.
time. I actually don't know where this fight is.
I think it's in New York.
Concrete Jungle, where dreams are made of. We're skipping over this card. All right, back to 281. And then right after that, the next week, Derek Lewis is fighting.
Derek does not lose. I see you try to throw that in. Derek loses.
No, I
Derek
said
Lewis
Derek
does not
loses.
loses.
I'm not hating on Derek Lewis.
Hating ass.
He got to be down 37.
He getting on up there now. That damn right hand is still 22 though.
He gonna carry that power forever. So look, let's get back to this.
I so hated to be the man that is dating Derek Lewis's daughter. If he has a daughter, I think he does. He got like 12. I don't give a damn. He ain't gotta hit him. All he gotta do is say, "Hey man, stop doing what you're doing, or I'm gonna have to come get you." And they're gonna be like, "Hey man, I'm good. I ain't gonna do nothing.
Maybe I don't even want to do nothing today. I don't even want to do nothing.
Nah, I'm breaking up with your daughter right now.
You gonna break my daughter's heart? No, I'm in this for the long run. I'm in this for the long run. I'm here forever. She broke up with me, and I'm still coming to the cookout, family reunion, and everything, man. Look, I'll bring you whatever you need. Look, but anything new on the horizon? Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira. So you got Alex Pereira out here trolling. Did you see him trolling on Facebook?
I see it with the tennis balls that was hitting the wall.
He was throwing them over here.
He was just sitting there. Yeah.
Whoo. So you got a little trolling going on. But maybe because ain't no buzz.
Here's the thing, though. There's no respect right there. There's no respect, man. He's a champ. No respect. I like it. I love it, actually. I like the no respect. Love that shit. So, no,
but you said we're going to find out that there's levels of this shit.
Let me say something. Where my camera is right here. There's my camera right there. Let me say something. Is your Adesanya. I'm going to tell you right now. You better show the fuck up. And no bullshit. I don't want no boring ass fight. I want you to knock this motherfucker out. If you see this before, I want you to knock this motherfucker out. That's all I gotta say.
That's not only MMA fighters are going to different realms and losing, but now people from other realms is coming over to us and beating our champs.
Exactly.
I know Israel came from kickboxing, but that was 24 fights ago. He one of us now.
MMA fighter. He MMA fighter now.
Alex Pereira, he came over kickboxing. He's like, I could do that too. Now he sleeping.
MMA fighter, even though he ain't been in the ground.
He has. Maybe, he's shown
10 minutes out of his whole career.
Oh, I get that.
About 10 minutes.
Call us sponsor Weili Zhang. Who wins? You got Weili Zhang?
Man, Weili Zhang gonna beat the dog shit out of her.
I think Carla's gonna ragdoll her.
You are damn lie. You know.
I just think Carla has to be out for some sort of vengeance. She
gonna put them paws on her, boy. She gonna rawr all on her ass.
She has to. Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler.
Oh, let me say something about Carla's part.
Go ahead.
Look, if defense counts, Carla might win. But look, go to the next.
She didn't say that.
I'm just saying in general. I mean,
she didn't say that. Thug Rose said that.
I know she did. I was just throwing that out there. She might pull a Thug Rose.
Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler.
Man, that's a toss up.
Boy, that's a toss up. That's a toss up. And that's why I want to see it. Because I can make a case for either one of them. Damn, if Michael Chandler ain't explosive.
I think Michael Chandler might get him.
You think?
I said Mike.
Dustin Poirier don't fall everybody. Well, shit, Michael Chandler don't fall everybody.
I think Michael Chandler might get him. Okay. Dustin been talking some shit, man. And I think Michael Chandler took it to heart, man. And whenever you take something, some beasts or some dogs only need one little tidbit of motivation to take them over that level or take them to that next level. And I feel like Dustin Poirier's disrespect from the very beginning of Michael Chandler coming from a different organization, I think he took that personally. And in taking that personally, I feel like he took that to a point where it allows him to go to that next level and allows him to get that more aggression and get that more focus. So I feel like Michael Chandler might come in and do something. He might do something strange for a little piece of change. Well, a lot of change.
You know what made me mad? I was going to thumb through and look at some more fights. Imagine the main event, any of these main events that we got. And imagine this is the main card, undercard. Stephen Thompson versus Kevin Holland. Brian Barberina versus Rafael dos Anjos. Hell, Matt Schnell's on the card. Tai Tuivasa versus Sergey Pavlovich. Is it Pavlovich? I don't know. Derek Brunson versus Jack Hermanson. Imagine that's the undercard. We don't get that no more.
Because they don't develop the fighters like they used to.
But it's a fight night card. But then we're going to go to UFC 282. Not bad. UFC 282 card as a whole is better than 281. Jan Blachowicz is third on the list. Paddy Pimblett is fourth on the list. Alex Gustafsson versus Oben St. Preux is the show opener. That's strong. Darren Till's on the undercard.
I don't give a shit about his card until after
Rosenstrike is on the undercard.
Man, Rosenstrike been getting his ass full.
Shit, Chris Curtis versus Joaquin Buckley is on the. All right, so we're gonna come back to that one. That card's that stacked.
I got a question for you. Since you talk about cards, when the hell is John Jones gonna fight, man? I'm not tired of all this damn John Jones.
So he called Conor, right? And he said, Conor, what do I do, man? I feel like the people are forgetting me. And Conor said, we're not here to take part. We're here to take up. I just kidding, buddy. He said, just talk about almost fighting for about 2 more years and then just disappear into the sunset. He ain't fighting. Conor out here 212. He 212 pounds. He ain't fighting at 155.
Too, boy. He look like a bodyguard.
He ain't fighting at no 155. Ain't coming to 155. He might fight at 170, but I don't even see him calling out that many 170ers without, as much as he's calling out, 45ers, 55ers. He's on the whole Volk train right now. Makhachev, he's on that train. He ain't about to fight none of these people. He told John Jones, hey, man, just talk about fighting for about 2 more years, and then you can bow out. You might even get some endorsements and never step into the cage. Sponsored by Hit and Run Television. I don't know. But but I don't. He's trying to call the UFC out, talking about yo, I'm ready to train. The only thing I can do is stay in shape till they get ready. I thought Stipe and the UFC was on board. No, he didn't. UFC ain't gonna call him out because they got to save face. But I bet ain't nothing like that happened. There ain't no way talks are being held up that for Stipe, one of the greatest heavyweights to do this, is holding up talks, or the UFC doesn't want to get Stipe John Jones put together because they don't like money. What? No. John Jones asked for more money and then
exactly.
And then
I was just
out.
about to say that.
John Jones was like, "Hey man, y'all paying me $2 million?" They like, "No, homie, we paying you $500,000 like the regular champ." And he like, "Oh, the UFC ain't trying to, dude. They ain't trying to play ball."
Dude, you ain't fought in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I don't know when the last time you fought.
Let's look that up. We got John Jones, 26-1. His last fight against Dominic Reyes was in 2020. 2 years, almost.
He's fought in 2 years,
February
man.
2020. So we coming up close.
3 years.
We coming up close.
When you gonna fight again, John Jones? Where my camera? I'm looking at it. John Jones. You gonna fight?
You gonna do this?
All thing you fighting is cocaine bags. I'm just saying.
Bars. They never fought
crazy.
Anthony Johnson. Damn, Anthony Johnson's sick. I don't know what's wrong with him. Damn, Bob. No, we're not gonna get no John Jones no more. And I think I honestly feel like even if we don't get John Jones anymore, does anyone actually care anymore?
I mean, he's been off the map for so long. It's not one of those things where it's a bonus if we see him fight again, but it's not a damn, I didn't see John Jones fight kind of deal.
And he's 35 too. He's ineligible for it anyway, but it's just hilarious that this is written. John Jones is ineligible for regional rankings due to inactivity. Fighters must have at least one completed MMA bout in the past 2 years to be ranked. Of course, he can't because he's, signed to a professional organization. But that just goes to show the last time John Jones fought.
Yeah, long time ago.
What else you got, Bob?
Man, look. John Jones need to get his ass to the ring. Israel Adesanya needs to show up and show his fans and all the haters what levels look like.
All the single haters.
And Jake Paul needs to fight a boxer. Sooner rather than later. I don't care what you're talking about. He need to fight a boxer.
Okay. Tell you what. And we'll talk about it next show, but I want you to think about this. I'm going to leave you with this. Who is the perfect boxer?
Perfect. He just need to fight somebody boxer.
Yeah, but he can't. You can't just pick anybody. You got to pick one that's going to sell. Is Tommy Fury the only one?
Canelo.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Jake Joseph
Mike
Paul
Tyson. He needs to fight
Saul
Mike Tyson.
Canelo
Mike
Alvarez.
Tyson. Let's see him with Mike Tyson.
I'm telling you, that might be next, man.
Mike Tyson. Let's see it.
That might be next. And you're going to look at that man boxer rec, and it's going to say Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, Anderson Silva, Mike Tyson.
Shyne, I'm going to tell you right now, if Mike Tyson land one of them uppercuts, he ain't going to last in that motherfucker. Shyne, he lives to fight like Anderson Silva was fighting in the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th round.
I hear you, but he's also clinch, 60.
You ain't gonna be hugging. I don't care how old you is. You ain't gotta put that much energy to put a uppercut that close.
He's 60. Man, Paul is only getting better.
Paul let Anderson Silva walk into the damn ropes and then tee off on him a couple times. Okay. You let Mike Tyson walk you to the ropes and you let him with them damn big ass arms get a hold of your face.
Cause I was like, wait. And then I was like, wait. Yeah, he moving forward, I move sideways.
So I think if he do that patent and then turn to the side and just disappear.
No, he hit him with that that hook to the body uppercut combination that he was hitting everybody with.
That 3 to 6 or that 6 to 3. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a wrap.
It's gonna be some smoke.
I'd love to see that.
Bobby Ray.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Man, that's all I got tonight, man.
Hey, look, it's been real.
It's always real, man.
It's been good.
Been good tonight.
Shout out to Nate Diaz. You need to come get that W. Shout out to Israel Adesanya. You need to go get that W. But it ain't been real good.
Never that.
Hey, look, we're going to come back next time. We can't stay so long.
I holla.
Peace.